Hey guys, it's Civil. Welcome back to Ratchet and Clank 2016. As you can see now, we are Captain Quark trying to sneak into this base even further. Hopefully no one will notice us. And as you noticed by now, this is completely post-commentated. I sadly lost all the audio to this one episode. The next episode will be fine. It was literally just this one episode. I looked back and I realized, oh man, there's like just no audio file here. So I'm really sorry about that. You know, I'm always sad when I lose media and I lose all of my files. It honestly hasn't happened a lot, which surprises me because I feel like I'm the kind of person that would do that a lot. I would just lose files left and right. I feel like, you know, it's been a godsend since I've started all this that I haven't lost more than this. Like, this is the first time in I don't know how long. Especially to the point where I can't go back and re-record. I mean, I could, but it would require, you know, like me just doing the simple things such as playing through the entire game again. Because, as I said, you know, past this one episode, I recorded the rest of the game. So, I've actually beaten the game at this point. Which is kind of weird because you guys haven't seen the end of the game yet. But that's coming up very soon. Very, very soon. So, I think as we go on, I'm gonna try and be a great post-commentator. I've always wanted to try. That's the thing. Post-commentating has always been an interest to me. I follow a lot of people who they succeed in post-commentating. And I look up to them. Usually they're groups, which makes sense because commentating by yourself doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's difficult because, you know, you try to have great gameplay, such as this right now where we're making people dance to their death, or we throw like shurikens at them. But you also got to be like creative and come up with your own topics. But it's kind of hard to do that when, you know, it's tough. It's tough because you kind of run out of things to say by yourself. So it's nice to have someone else to play off of. And the reason that it's different than live commentating, which I think a lot of people think about, like, oh, you know, live and post, they're similar. But really, in reality, they're very, very different. Because live commentating is that you come up with your own story, you react to what's going on. It's a lot more fluid. It's a lot more informal. But while I feel post commentating is, you know, you're basically telling the viewer that, hey, you know, I'm doing this cause like I like it this way, but it gives me infinite amount of time to do as many retakes as possible. But in that sense, that is daunting. It's terrifying, at least to me, because, you know, if you have infinite amount of retakes, you're just gonna go insane. Because if you're like me, you're never satisfied with what you get. Like, you'll never, you know, you'll be like that person that, I can do better. You know I can do better. And it's true. It's 100% true because, you know, I'm always pushing myself. I always want to strive to be better. But, you know, it's not feasible, especially when you're trying to be frequent with updates and videos. Like, you know, I can't spend all my time on this one video making it really, really awesome. Especially when it's just me post-commentating. Because then it's, you know, it devolves. It becomes less than what it should be. And, oh man, I struggled with this for way too long. This I thought I would just kind of cut back to what's happening. Is me trying to solve a puzzle. Let me tell you that right now what you're seeing is the edited version of me doing this puzzle. It's so simple, but I just could not get it. I kept getting so confused and so up in my head about the blockades. I just wanted them to not line up with, and I wasn't focusing on the lasers, I was focusing on the blockades. And then I finally get it. I'm like, oh man, great. And it destabilizes the destabilizer, so, you know, that's pretty cool, or whatever. Man, I should come back as like an evil genius. You know, you see the inner workings of an evil mind here as a hero, and then you could pick up all the tricks and like where they went wrong. Because, like, no offense to Ratchet, but, like, if I was in their shoes, like, and I took someone down, that's kind of sad. Because I'm very incompetent. I mean, I lost an entire audio file. I jest at myself. I like to poke fun at myself. I'm definitely my worst critic. That is 100% sure. 100% true. Multiple people are always just like, hey man, you're awesome, blah blah blah, like, hey, you did that one thing really great, and I'm just like, no, don't. You'll feed the ego, you'll feed it. No, I'm awful. I'm terrible. I'm not meant for this. It's like, dude, come on, calm down, you're being very dramatic. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get my point across. Just as I'm trying to shoot the walls looking for some raretanium. Because there really is not a lot of raretanium near the end of this game. Which sucks, because you get so many weapons during the later part of the game. It's like, you'd think they'd have more raretanium, but no, they don't. Just sucks. But they get tricky with hiding them, I will say that. But with the map-o-matic, that's a tough word to say. A lot of M sounds, you think I would be good at that. But with the map-o-matic, it's a lot easier to find them. But I just never use them because you get it so late in the game. You get on the second last planet, and you could technically get it at the end of that planet. So it's like, what? Like, it's, I don't know. This game kind of hodgepodged a lot of things I liked about the first game, and which really work out, but in a lot of other aspects it really doesn't, because it doesn't really feel like a full game. It feels like, you know, they're just kind of throwing it in to throw it in and to be like, hey, Ratchet game. It needs Ratchet game needs this, and it's like, no, you can just, I don't know. It's hard to say. There were time constraints, and just they did the best that they could, and they came out with a good product. They honestly did. They honestly came out with a fun game. It's fun. It's a little short, but overall, it's a really fun game. I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it in some sense. Like, I don't know. I think there's always joy to derive from anything. Like, recently, I was just watching Attack on Titan. I finally got around to it. Finally, my friends have been, you know, not up in arms about it, but they've been like, man, you need to see this, blah blah blah, like, it's awesome. And I'm like, oh sweet, like, you know, not that they talked me up to it or anything, but, you know, I was excited. I was excited to see it, and, you know, I didn't have high expectations, because I usually tell myself, you know, like, if someone hypes it up, it's usually because they really liked it. So it's hard for me to be like, oh man, they really liked it, then damn, it has to be the best. It's like, no, like, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about it. And I'm like, awesome, they have great taste, you know, it's probably good. I liked it. I'm excited for this season 2. I think that the universe it's set in and, like, the concepts that they're gonna deal with are really cool. As for season 1, it was a little dry. It started really slow, like really slow. And not that I was like, oh man, where are the Titans, blah blah blah, but like, just the story was really slow, and just like, it was just So I was like, it's just so like bland. And it was just like, yeah, I know they were like training and whatever and all that jazz, but still, like, you know, you kind of want some action in it, like something to just hold on to, but it just wasn't. So I'm really excited. I can say that I'm really excited for the second season, and, you know, I'm optimistic again. Even though I like some things and didn't like some things, you know, I'm still really optimistic, which I think is a great thing to do. You know, always be optimistic. And I'm optimistic about the next part of this being a lot better, because it'll have actual live audio instead of me rambling, be a rambling mess and just trying to stumble, fumble, wumble my way through. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day. Stay classy, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.